Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Darian Jones. I'm the Caregiver Education and Digital Specialist here at Care Partners. During this time, we are still trying to provide you education support and resources. So check our social media pages daily for updates, activities, and educational topics like this. Today, we have a very special guest. Erial Green from BakerRipley is going to be talking to us about caregiver wellness and just answering any questions you have. We are so excited to have you guys here. And for everyone who's going to be watching this later, thank you so much for tuning in. And without further ado, here is Erial. Hi, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you, Darian, for having me. I'm really grateful to be here and excited.
Can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and about BakerRipley?
Sure. So my name's Erial, and I am the caregiver support specialist at BakerRipley. My background is, my profession is I'm a social worker that works primarily with family caregivers. So I've been with BakerRipley for about 5 years, and I'm really passionate about serving caregivers, particularly also during this time of needing to stay connected. And so at BakerRipley, we have a lot of programs for caregivers. And so our desire is to help support the caregiver in their journey, as from the beginning to the end or whatever point they come in contact with us. And so we do that a couple of different ways. We have one-on-one consultation services that we offer to caregivers, and that can be done anywhere. It can be done over the phone or in person. Right now, due to COVID-19, everything is virtual. So phones, videos, texts, emails, whatever mode of communication is most convenient for you. And then we also offer caregiver education programs. So we partner with organizations like Care Partners and the Alzheimer's Association and different organizations to bring education to caregivers. And so if you have a particular topic or need, all you have to do is let us know, and we're usually pretty quick to respond. In addition to that, we also offer stress management classes and programs for caregivers. And these are 6 to 9 week classes where we're really trying to help you manage your stress. And so we're giving you tips and tools and things that you can do to help manage the stress. And then most recently, we introduced more social programs for caregivers. So we have an online meetup group as well as an online Facebook group where you can go and connect with caregivers, other caregivers, and get information. And so Darian invited me to come on during this time. I know all of us are at home. And we have a lot of uncertainty happening, and particularly with caregiving, and that happens always anyway. And so we just want to offer you some resources. And Darian, I don't know if there's anybody on that has any particular questions, and so I wanted to make this very informal and talk about things that are most pertinent to you all, and give you all some good tips that you all can take with you.
Yeah, we do have a couple people there. If you guys want to say hi in the comments or let us know if you guys have any questions, just let us know even what you guys have been up to during this time or some of the things that you guys are feeling. Feel free to comment at any time. And while we're waiting for all of that, Erial, can you tell us about some of the resources that BakerRipley is offering right now, or where they can access them?
Sure, absolutely. So we are, in my world, I'm in the response space. And so before everything happened, when I say everything, I mean like before the world shut down, right? So before COVID-19, we were offering coffee and conversation. So these were once a month programs for caregivers where we would meet up at Corner Bakery. And so we have since moved that online. And so right now we're going to offer that every Tuesday at 10 a.m. So at the end, or right now, I think Darian can put our information in the chat where you can find it. You can also go on our website, our caregiver.bakerripley.org, and we have a calendar, as well as you can join our caregiver Facebook group. It's a closed group, and that's the best place to get information. So right now, we're going to be meeting once a week, and then we'll respond as the need arises. So if I have, a lot of time, so I can increase that as well. So if you have a specific need or you want to connect in a different way, just let me know, send me an email or message me on Facebook, and we can definitely make something happen. So that's what we have now, is the first Tuesday We also have a monthly Alzheimer's support group that we were meeting the fourth Monday of every month at 9:30. We have now moved that online as well. So the platform that we use for that is Zoom. And then in addition to that, we are going to be offering our evidence-based stress management programs online as well. And so these are going to be 6 to 9 weeks. And so that class is set to start either the 21st of April or the 30th. So if you're interested in that, I would be more than happy to send you some information. So the stress busting and the powerful tools for caregivers class is a program where you learn something different each week. So each week you learn a different stress management technique. The focus is on you. It's not on your loved one. So we're teaching you deep breathing. We go through aromatherapy. We talk about mindfulness and journaling and things like that. And so the idea is that at the end of the class, you will have learned all of these wonderful skills that can help you in your caregiving journey. And just where we are now, I want to encourage you all to think about what works for you. So everybody has a different thing that can help them manage their stress. And so if connecting with friends or listening to music or taking a walk is helpful for you, think about those things that bring you joy during this time. And I know it's very hard because a lot of times we're thinking about all the things that we've lost and the things that we can't do. But I encourage you to think about the opportunities, right? So think about all of the things that, you haven't been able to do in a while that you might be able to do. It could be cooking, it could be anything. And so that's kind of how I've been coping with this, is looking at those opportunities and being open to rediscovering new ways and just focusing on that self-reflection and thinking about things that really help me cope in general, and then figuring out how am I going to continue this even after this passes on. And so that's my note to you all. But as far as our resources, I really encourage, I hope that you all connect. I think it's wonderful when caregivers connect with one another, whether it's virtual or in person. So although this is an unfortunate situation, this is a wonderful opportunity for us to connect with one another in a different and unique way. And Darian, does anybody have any questions? I don't see anything
My
in the
cat's
chat.
about to make a guest appearance. We don't have any comments just yet. So everyone out there, please let us know any of your caregiver questions that you have, stress management questions that you have, or just let us know what you've been up to or how you've been handling this COVID situation.
Is there anybody in the chat? Is anybody viewing?
Yeah, we do have some people. So say hi, everyone. We know you're there.
Yes. If you're on, if you can just drop in the comment section, what do you do to relax? So what is your one thing that you go to? And so I'll give you all an example. So recently I just bought a hammock. I love, love, love hammocks. I'm not like an outdoorsy person, but it's something about just laying in a hammock. I don't know. It's just my favorite thing to do. And there's a place that I go to that's closed right now, obviously, so I can't go. But that's my thing. And so I'll go outside and I'll just I'll take a book or I listen to music. And that's something that really brings me a lot of joy. The other thing is candles. I really love candles. I'm really into scents, and just it creates this relaxation. And so if you can see here, I have a candle burning right now. And so that's just my thing. I'm so into that. So I just want to hear from you all, is what is it that you do to relax? And Darian, what's something that you like to do?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have one of those melting wax heaters, kind of like a candle. I absolutely love that. I have it going almost all day long. And as you saw, I have a kitty cat. He's two kitty cats actually. I love to just hang out with them, and they're very stress relieving. And you were talking about just being positive and thinking about all the opportunities right now. At Care Partners, we're starting to try and come up with a theme of the week. And this week's theme was actually positivity. And it's just, we want to encourage people to think positive and find those positive things in your life, because there is so much ton of craziness and uncertainty right now. So we just want to encourage people to think positive and stay positive and just
Absolutely.
push out those positive vibes.
Yeah, and one thing that I've thought about, so during our last meeting, Coffee and Conversations, the thought that came to me was, I worry. I mean, obviously everybody's worried about, what happens if I go outside and I touch something? Do I bring it back home? Or what happens if, I run out of toilet paper? And my thought that came to mind is that in the event that that happens, I will have everything that I need, right? And everything ultimately would be okay. And so rather me worry about, well, if something happens to me, or if I get this, or if I run out of food and I can't go to the grocery store and there's no milk or anything. My thought is that I will be okay, that there will be some type of resource, or there will be something that will present itself to help me get through whatever it is that I need to get through. And I often think about caregivers, right? And so there's a lot of uncertainty with caregiving. And so what if we applied that same thought to, if something happens, instead of worrying about if it happens, but when it happens, knowing that I will be okay is the biggest thing. And that's given me a lot of comfort during this time, is that I will have whatever resource I need during that time, that I will have access to it. And I'll know who to call, right? So I'll know that Care Partners is providing XYZ service, or I'll know that this resource is available to me. And so it all goes back to just being educated and educating yourself about what resources are out there and that are available to you. And you may not need to use them now, but you might need to use them in the future. And so a part of stress management and self-care is being in the know, right? And having that information so that you can respond when that time presents itself. And Darian, are there any other additional?
Yes. We do have a
resources?
question, actually. Chris is wondering, they're interested in learning more about the class that you were talking about.
Sure. So is it stress busting or powerful tools? Is that the class?
I believe that's what they're talking about. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the stress busting class, and I actually have one of the benefits of being live is that you're at your desk. So this is the book that you will receive. And so it's a really great informational book. You'll get a lot of resources in a CD. So we'll go through this information with you. There's 2 facilitators. And during that time, we will talk to you about and go through the material with you. And you'll be in the group with about 4 to 6 other caregivers. And so it's a closed group. So you'll get to hear their story. You'll be able to share your story, and we'll walk you through all of that. And it's usually an hour and a half. This will be our first time offering it via Zoom. So, and it'll be, if you have access to computer, laptop, or any type of smart device with a camera, you'll be good to go. And so we're thinking about having the class on Thursdays, and it'll be at about 2:00. So if you're able to share your availability with me, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to get people's information, Darian. Is there a way that well, let me just drop my email address in here, and you can just email me if you're interested. Would that work?
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can let me know, I can put it up on the screen too.
Okay. Yeah, so that's my email address. So you can email me. Did I put it in the private chat or live comment?
I got it. I'll get it up there.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I can see the live comments. Hi, Chris. How are you? I can see the live comments. So this is all new to me. So I'm learning how to navigate this technology and this platform. So I had it initially on private chat, and now I can see the comments that are coming through. So definitely email me if you're interested in the class. I would be more than happy to send you the information on that. And then also just any ideas, just let us know. Baker Ripley and kind of where we are is that we don't like to assume that we know what you want. we want you to tell us, like, hey, I want this, or I would like to have this particular class. Let us know how we can help you during this time is really the biggest thing that I want you all to take from this, is that we want to respond in a way that is helpful for you. Okay.
I was going to say, one of the reasons we're so grateful for our partnership with you guys is that's our whole goal too, is just to provide resources and show all of you guys that you're not alone and that we are here to help.
Yeah, and we'll be here even after COVID is over. We will still be here to help you. And we're, I think that, like I said, I think this is a great opportunity for us to connect online, in a digital space, especially for caregivers, because there's sometimes where you just can't get out of the house, and it doesn't even have to be, the COVID-19 going on. It's just because of your caregiving or your geographic location, you can't get out, or you don't have the 30 minutes or an hour to commute. Your time is very, very limited, and we want to be very mindful of that as well. So, but does anybody have any other questions? What are you all doing to relax and to take care of yourself?
I was going to say, we're probably going to wrap it up in just a few minutes, but would you want to leave it with, if you could pick some of your best stress management advice for caregivers, sure, what would you say?
So I would say start small. It doesn't have to be anything grand. A lot of people think like, oh, well, I have to go and, walk for 30 minutes. It could be something so simple as cooking a meal for yourself. If that's something that you like to do, pick a task that you like to do. So someone said cooking and looking for a great playlist relaxes me. And so that's awesome. It doesn't really take a lot of time. Music is a wonderful stress reliever. And Chris also said, I learned that you can't control things, but create structure around me and control things and create structure. Learning you can't control things, but create structure around me. Yes, exactly. So there's some things that are just out of our control, right? We can't control them. So stress, relief for me is just kind of going with the flow and being okay with the unknown, right? But start small. Do something that you like to do. So what's going to work for you is not going to work for someone else. I personally do not like to cook. I do it because I have to. I'm tired of cooking. I like to eat out. So that's a stressor for me. For some, that is something that brings them a lot of joy. Okay. Same thing, art. Some people are really, really creative. And so start with something that you like. And we usually know the things that we enjoy. And so I encourage you all to just, try to reflect on what are the things that really give you joy, and ask yourself those questions. The other thing is create space that you can do those things and create an environment that invites you to listen to your playlist. So is it setting up your room or creating a special place in your home that you can go to? I know some of you all may be with your family. So is there an area that you can go to that prompts that stress response or prompts you to enter into a more relaxing state? And so I'm a firm believer of creating the space in your home to relax. And so that's what I would encourage you all to think about also is, where do I go and what does that space look like? And imagining that as well. But the main thing is to try to pick something that you want to do, right? And then also coping with whatever is going on. And a lot of times it's changing our mindset and how we view the stressor. That's one of the things that we address in our stress busting class is sometimes we have our unchangeables. We have things that we do not have any control over. We don't have control over what's happening with COVID-19, but we can change how we respond to it. We can choose to stay at home and be safe and be with our families or be with the people that live in our household, but we can't change that it's already here. We can change how we respond to it. And so that's the biggest thing that I want to just leave you all with is do things that bring you joy. Focus on the things that you can control and respond to the things that you can't and learn new ways to cope. and sign up for our stress management class so we can give you some more information and some more tips. And send me an email to say hi. I would love to just connect with you all, okay? And thank you all so much for your time. And Darian, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Thank you so much, Erial, for being here. All of that, all of your thoughts. I think that's such great tips and helpful information. It's really important to just, even I think, even if just 30 seconds, just take a second for yourself, even to just breathe. Making that special spot for yourself can really make the difference.
Yeah, I think we had dropped out, so I don't know if it phased out for me. So I didn't hear the last.
You froze for just a second, but
Yeah.
we're all good now. So we'll put up the website address one more time. Be sure to check out their website because they have a ton of great resources. Thank you so much again, Erial, for being here.
Yes, thank y'all. Bye, everybody.
And thank you guys all so much for joining us and leaving your comments. And for everyone who's going to watch this later, you can email us anytime at info@CarePartners.Texas. I'm trying to pull it up right now. We're also, Care Partners is also providing video teleconference, or not video, just telephone conference common ground support groups twice a week. And you can find that information on the Care Partners website. Again, just be sure to follow our social media pages and check back for updates and educational resources. And remember, you are not alone. We're here for you. Care Partners offices are open via phone. We'll still answer all of your phone calls. We're checking our messages and everything. So be sure to give Care Partners a call anytime you guys need any information or just support. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back tomorrow with some more great hot topic segments. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much.